EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Nighthawks of Rio de Janeiro.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Let's go now.
Going play action. Ritter. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
On the set.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. When you look at this defense, well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run it with Davenport. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. This is Davenport. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Davenport. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Desmond Ritter, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Nighthawks nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this throw caught left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run with Davenport. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Davenport. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Tap to 60, tap to 60.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Phillips, same target. It's Jacobs again. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hold the ready.
3rd down and 13. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you motion through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Completes this one to Meredith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Broad range.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ritter to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Back to throw, Ritter. Wow, that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
4A. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Third and 4. Looking to throw. Phillips. That is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. Now they go straight. It's complete. Skirts by at the 15. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Ritter back to throw. Gets it to Meredith, complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
set to kick off.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Phillips to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On first down, Davenport. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they actually utilize with it.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Jerry Jeudy.
36 yards.
And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right on the 30. And shedding a man at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short. Ritter. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play 2 yards.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ridiculous. Take him out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Phillips. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3 quarters in the books.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Phillips.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
But I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Phillips. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
back to throw. Phillips. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you want looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
To throw is Phillips. On first down, he finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Phillips. Off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So since that last gain did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. In motion, the tight end. Ritter completes this quickly. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
This could be the turning point. In it to win it.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on 1st down. Davenport. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ritter from the gun.
Flushed out right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Back to throw. Ritter. And he will have the 1st down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. Ritter looking to throw it here.
Evades him at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
In a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Ritter.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Phillips.
That's caught by Tucker.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10. Able to connect with Jacobs.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Phillips now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here comes 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next to score, Broncos 35, Nighthawks 26. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Phillips. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This will be fielded at the 17.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have